Hello, Guardy Nation members. I'm Riley Bowman, and I'm so excited to be with you for another quarterly box reveal video. You see a few items here on the table in front of me, and we're really excited about this quarter's box, especially one item in particular that has been a project in the making for a number of months now at this point. And I'm so excited to finally reveal exactly what that is and what it all entails. And I'll just be honest with you, you're going to have to stick around to the end of the video to find out exactly what that is. Guys, as you know, once per quarter we ship out a box of gear to all of our Guardy Nation members that qualify. And we guarantee that the value of that box will be at least the value, the membership cost that you've put in over the course of one quarter. And we've so far been able to deliver on that promise for several years now, and we continue to do our absolute best in delivering on value for you. Guys, let's get into it. I'm really excited because for this quarter's box, we were able to partner with Palm Pepper Spray. And they are a brand that is highly recommended in the industry by people that I trust. So we're really excited to partner up with Palm and bring to you this fantastic product. This is their standard Palm Industries pepper spray, which if we pull out of the packaging here, we'll see is very compact, right? Has a nice little clip, makes it easy to clip onto a pocket or into a belt or waistline. This is a fantastic product. In fact, the Palm Pepper Spray is an effective formula that has a range of up to 12 feet. So even though it's compact in size, it packs a pretty good punch. It's a great idea to consider having some form of less lethal available to you because it increases our options as far as how we handle certain situations. Not every situation calls for the use of a gun or for deadly force for that matter. So Palm Pepper Spray, adding this to your arsenal gives you another option, all right? Fantastic product from a fantastic company. Again, we're so excited to have them part of this quarter's box. Next up, right here in front, this is a brand new product from ReadyUp Gear. And this pairs very nicely with the new ReadyUp Gear Roger 22 earmuffs. What this is a belt clip for your hearing protection. It's got a little magnet inside there that keeps this thing always closed. It always snaps shut perfectly just like so. And I'll pull out some of the Roger 22 earmuffs right here so you can see kind of how this works. So I'll tell you, as an instructor and as a competitive shooter, there's been many times where I'm standing around in between the action, in between the shooting that's taking place, where I don't want to have my hearing protection on the whole time, and I'm, putting my earmuffs on top of my head, or snapping it onto my leg, or hooking it on my belt somewhere somehow, and it doesn't always work as effectively as I'd like it to. The new ReadyUp Gear belt clip for your hearing protection is perfect for this because all you got to do is slip it in here and then it just snaps into place just like that. So clip this onto a pocket or onto a belt loop. I put one of these on my competition belt and just used this a few weeks ago at a shooting match I attended, and it was perfect for that purpose, where when I didn't want to have my hearing protection on, I just reached around and snapped it onto my new ReadyUp Gear Ear Pro clip. All right, so cool little product. Also, this is valued at $9.99, and I failed to tell you that the Palm Pepper Spray is $12.95 value. All right, so just so you can kind of start doing the math and getting a sense for where all the value is at in this quarter's box. Now, this next item, really excited about this as well. Brand new product, also from ReadyUp Gear. And what these are 650 milliamp hour rechargeable 16340 batteries. These are awesome because what these serve the purpose of is essentially acting as a replacement for your common CR123A battery. So you'll see that size and form factor probably looks pretty familiar to a lot of you. Something that's very commonly used in many of your high performance, high output flashlights. Your CR123A battery is basically a 3-volt battery. These come in at 3.7 volts. They're high capacity, and again, they're rechargeable. They have a small little port that uses a micro USB standard charging cable plugged into a common cell phone charger. Fantastic option. You don't even have to have your separate or a different charger for these. You just plug in a micro USB cable, charge them up. Little indicator light on the top indicates when they're charging and when they're full. These are fantastic because they are going to save you a ton of money in using batteries for your flashlights. Many of you familiar with using CR123As. They're kind of expensive. That's the big thing about them is you go through them fairly quickly and they cost a little bit. So 2 of these 16340 rechargeable batteries from ReadyUp Gear in this quarters box. This is going to save you a lot of money. I've been testing these for the last several months and they perform extremely well. They've been very reliable. I've had better success with them than some other competing brands of rechargeable batteries, and they're saving a ton of money because I go through it, I use it, I pull it out, I recharge it, I throw another one in, and hey, not only is it saving me money, but it's just more efficient. So also the cool thing, along with these batteries, you get this nifty little storage case, which also has space to store 2 additional batteries, whether it's the rechargeable kind or your CR123A batteries. But not only that, this case also doubles as a storage case for 2 18650 rechargeable batteries, which we don't sell currently, but many of you may already have those. And so the cool thing is you can store up to 4 of these CR123A size batteries or up to 2 18650 batteries, another common size used in many high output tactical flashlights. All right. Now, before I get to the final item here sitting on the table, I should let you know that we did have another item planned for this quarters box, but unfortunately those plans fell through last minute. So to make up to you guys, we are including a $15 voucher in this quarters box that can be used on any product on our website at concealedcarry.com. Now the idea is that you'd actually use it for an upcoming product. I'll talk about some more here in a moment that will be released very soon, and it's going to go right along with the item that's in this brown box. The idea though is that that's going to be about a $10 value with about $5 worth of shipping. $15 voucher card, but you can use it on anything you want off our site. It's gonna knock off $15 of anything that you buy on the concealedcarry.com site for as long as that voucher is active. All right, so now I'm really excited, guys, to introduce to you the thing that I told you were waiting for. All right, and I'm just clearing the table because this is a big deal. This guy, I told you we've been working on a project for some time of a new product, and we're so excited to finally have it ready and go out with this quarters box. I am so excited to introduce to you all, brand new from ReadyUp Gear, the new MCF Spark Flashlight. Stands for the Modular Compact Flashlight. Comes in this nice little box here that you see. Let's talk about what the Modular Compact Flashlight Spark is. First, we notice we got some instructions right there, all right, with the specifications included. And here is the MCF Spark. What makes this modular? Well, in compact's pretty self-explanatory. I'll just show you. This thing is a small light. We chose to design it small to make it as applicable for as many of you as possible in a EDC type carry format. All right, you are not going to notice carrying this light around, whether it's in your pocket, clipped to your pocket, clipped to your belt, or riding around with you in your purse. This is a compact, high output, high performance flashlight. It's also modular. Let's talk about how it's modular. And before I do that though, let's highlight a couple specifications real quick about the flashlight. First, you should know that it runs off of a standard CR123A battery, or also a rechargeable 16340 battery. We also sell these at ReadyUpGear.com. All right, so you got a 16340 or CR123A battery. We'll go ahead and just twist off the tail cap here, drop in one of these 16340s, put the tail cap back on. In fact, this is what we call the utility tail cap. I'll show you the other options here in a moment. But with the 16340 battery, you're going to get 550 lumens of output. That's insane for a flashlight of this size. That'll work for up to 90 minutes in the case of a CR123A battery, or about 20 to 25 minutes in the case of a 16340 battery. Now, that may not sound like a lot of time. Again, The idea here is modularity, all right? So with the 16340 rechargeable battery, you're gonna get 550 lumens, absolute max output. That's how we designed the head of this flashlight, was to give you the max performance possible out of such a small package. All right, so 550 lumens. In the case of a CR123A battery, you're going to get 400 lumens. It's still plenty bright, but it'll run for up to 90 minutes. All right. Again, modularity is key. So you have options for using different types of batteries for different levels of output as well as runtime. I really like the 16340s because they are rechargeable. And even though this may only run for 20 to 25 minutes, you know what? I use it for a week or two, charge it occasionally. It's never let me down. So let's talk about some other modular features. So you'll note that the head of the flashlight comes off like so. The tail cap also is removable. And what this allows us to do is actually change the orientation of the body of the light as well as add additional accessories to it. So real quick, it does have this really strong, it's a high strength steel clip for clipping onto your pocket, onto your belt or whatever. And simply by reversing the head of the flashlight together with the tail, you instantly change the orientation of that clip. So if you want to down or up, depending on how you prefer carrying your flashlights. All right, so I reversed the pocket clip orientation on the light, and I've left the utility tail cap off here, but you'll see also included in the packaging is a second tail cap. And this is what we call our tactical tail cap because it's got a little bit of a recess to it. And this is intentional because in a more tactical fashion, if you will, this protects the button so that we don't turn the light on when we don't want to. So the utility tail cap is a little bit easier to use, kind of a more utility fashion, hence the name. The tactical one only turns on when you want it to. So that little recess, nice little feature there of that additional tail cap. So both tail caps come in the same packaging with the light. So you get the option right from the get-go. There's other modularity available though to this. So we talked about the light being compatible with 16340s and CR123A batteries. In the packaging, you'll see there's also something here. It looks kind of like a spacer. That's exactly what it is. This is a spacer that you can add to the light that's going to lengthen it, all right, but also makes it compatible for a standard AA battery. So you get not only the best of two worlds, you get the best of three worlds here, being able to use three different styles of batteries in the same light and still get excellent performance. With the AA installed with the AA spacer, you're going to get 150 lumens of output for up to 70 minutes. But this is a really inexpensive, very commonly available AA battery. You'll also note with the spacer installed, we can also further change the orientation as well as the specific location relative to the head or the tail cap of the light, the pocket clip. So if you want to have it sit a little bit deeper in your pocket or something like that, you can use a spacer to your heart's content to make it work the way you want it to work. Again, with the AA battery, still great performance, great run time, cheap battery, right? Now, it may not be as impressive as running it off of these 16340 batteries, but it works great in like a utility or administrative type capacity, all right? So also a great option there as well. I'll also let you know that coming up in the future, we have additional accessories and opportunities to expand the capability and flexibility of the use of this flashlight. So we're really excited about what it means for the ReadyUp Gear MCF Spark Flashlight. A couple last things I wanted to point out is that I have been personally carrying and testing this for the last several months. It has been drop tested, it's been exposed to water, it's been used quite heavily, and has performed extremely well for me. I've been excited to use it in every environment I could find myself in, all around the house, outside in the yard, here at the company office. When the lighting gets dim, this thing comes out of my pocket, and it has performed flawlessly for me. Again, it's been dropped, it's been run really hard where we've done testing with it, just turning it on and leaving it on for long periods of time and just doing everything we could to see if we could get this thing to fail. It's performed flawlessly for me through all this testing. A couple things to also note. It is a high performance, high output flashlight. When running it with CR123As, and especially with the high output 16340 batteries, it will get slightly warm. Actually, it'll get quite warm. So be careful about that. But the idea there is set up in the configuration you want, getting the performance and the output you want with the runtime desired and in the configuration you want. Hence, guys, the modular compact flashlight, Spark. All right, so let's do a quick review, guys, on this quarters box. All right, so we talked about the Palm pepper spray, right? Valued at $12.95, a great less lethal option for you to have available at your disposal. We've got here the ReadyUp Gear ear clip for hanging your over-the-ear earmuff hearing protection, right? $9.99 for that. We get you 2 of the ReadyUp Gear rechargeable 16340 batteries, valued at $19.99. Again, you're going to get the $15 voucher off any product on our store. And I'll go ahead and tease for you right now again that in the near future we have a new product that further expands the capability of the MCF Spark Flashlight, that the value of that product is going to be about $10. Add $5 or so for shipping. That $15 voucher is going to mean in the near future you can use it if you'd like to further upgrade and add additional capabilities to your MCF Spark Flashlight. Again, if you want to use a $15 voucher on whatever else in the store, feel free. It's there for your use. And again, finally, we have the MCF Spark Flashlight valued at $64.99. A heck of a value considering the performance of the light combined with its compactness, modularity, and utility. Guys, thanks again. We appreciate you for being members of Guardian Nation. We are proud to bring to you quality quarterly boxes that actually provide gear for you that is useful and helpful to you in your journey to further becoming better prepared and well-equipped Guardians. Thanks, guys.